Today I'm going to be going over with you guys how these services offered work so you can get a better idea of what you would get out of your coaching services. First of all, we're going to go over training plans. So first, there are weekly training plans and monthly training plans. We'll dive a little more into that after I go over how to use your training sheet. So if we look on here, this is an example of a training sheet. Scroll down. So we're just going to walk through a normal day first. So you see right here, you have each day of your exercise. Each day of your exercise is listed right here. So day 1, we start with each exercise. So you come here, day 1. First exercise is tempo squat. So you see your exercise with your sets and reps. This lets you know exactly what you need to do when you're going in the gym. So you see your exercise with your sets and reps. Your weights can be listed depending if you're on weekly or monthly training. On weekly training, your weights will be listed. And then we have RPE. RPE is an intensity rating system, rating of perceived exertion. And I have a little scale up here for you guys to simplify this for you. So RPE is a scale that is up to 10. 10 meaning you failed. So if you did 4 sets of 3 on tempo squat and that third rep on that set you failed, that is RPE 10. If I said tempo squat right here, 4 sets of 3 at RPE 9, that means you could have done 4 reps but you only do 3, so you had 1 left in the tank. And then if it's 4 sets of 3 RPE 8, you're going to do your set of squat, and then that last rep you'd still be able to do 2 more, but you leave those in the tank and you don't do them. This allows us to progress every single week. This is how people should be training nowadays. Instead of going till failure every single week or not going heavy at all, you're going to start off light and go a little heavier every single week. This is how we track your progress and make sure you're doing your training the correct way. So that's your RPE. And then for the exercises that are a little harder for people to understand or find themselves on YouTube, I put a video link for you so you'll have exactly what to do. And then any notes I'll leave for you. That gives you a little more info on exactly what I want to make sure you're doing the movement correctly the way I wanted it to be done. After you complete an exercise, you're going to come over here and you're going to list the weight you did. This is for feedback for yourself and for me as a coach. So you could put the weight you did. So right here he did lat pull downs with 40 pounds and his RPE was 9 to 10. So that lets him know then when he goes in the next week he's going to do a weight that is lighter than 40 pounds, so his RPE actually reaches a 7 instead of a 9 to 10. So this gives yourself feedback, something you can build off of every single week, or your coach. So this is an example of a monthly training plan, because I send out his training every 4 weeks. I don't set his weights for him, I just send out the RPE. This is an example of a weekly training plan, where same thing, I send out that training plan, but I send out every week instead of every 4 weeks, and with that I set your weights for you. So you're just giving me feedback on the weight you did in the RPE, and then I'll decide the weight you do the next week. This takes a lot of the load off your shoulders, gives you a lot more correction, and ensures you're doing everything properly. So it's a little more on hands for your coach. That's why it's a little more expensive, because it's a little more work on my end. So that's an example of one day of the entire program. If you come down here, this is back to that monthly program. I send you each day of the program right here, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And at the bottom it's each week. So week 1, week 2, week 3. So it builds on each other every single week. You can just click it and then you can look back at the week you did before, decide what weight you're going to do, so you can build off each other every single week. Then if you look in the top right hand of the sheet, I'm putting the days that you're lifting for that specific day of lifting, pretty much. So day 1 is Wednesday, so you'd come over here, boom, day 1. Day 2 is on Friday, Saturday. This is creating consistency every single week. Okay, and lastly, you're going to come into here, find an example for you. So every single week you're going to complete all those exercises, and any videos you want me to watch over, you can compile them and paste that video right here for me to watch for you, and I will give you some corrections we can make so you can improve the next week. That's another difference between weekly and monthly strength programming. For weekly, I'll set your weights every single week. I will look at those videos every single week and make some adjustments. or monthly. I will not look at these videos unless it's every single 4 weeks, and I will not be setting your weights for you. But you can always send videos in the Discord for me to look over, or anyone else in the community. That is all you guys need to know for your strength and fitness programming. So now we're going to go over to nutrition. So if you're not receiving or not interested in nutrition services, you don't need to watch over this video. If you are, keep watching. So this is an example of a nutrition sheet. Our goal with nutrition is to teach you guys in a couple months, I'd say 2 months, we'll be able to get all these steps down to teach you everything you need to know for the rest of your life for your nutrition. How to track what foods you should eat, how to find balance in your life. That's what a lot of people lack now. They don't understand where their calories are coming from, how much they need, so that's what we're teaching you. This is not a lifelong thing you're going to need. This is something you can learn and apply in everyday life after you learn everything yourself. So the first steps, we are going to track just what you eat in a normal day. So you're going to come over to your meal tracker right here at the bottom right corner. We're just going to track what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's that simple. We just want to make this as simple as possible when you first start. So that's all we're going to do. After you do that for a week, then we'll be able to come back, see, and make some adjustments. As we make some adjustments, we're going to start tracking your protein intake. So we're still going to do that meal tracker. We're going to do that for another week, week 2. But now we're going to add over here where we are going to check your weight in the morning, if that is something you are trying to do, is lose weight, gain weight. And then track your protein intake. We're going to use this using any of the meal tracking apps like MyFitnessPal. So we're going to track your body weight and your protein intake as the second step. Once you are comfortable doing that, then we can move on to step 3, where we're going to track your eating, track your protein intake, and then track your performance metrics. So this lets us know how you feel on an average day and lets us know what adjustments we need to make to your average day of eating to make some improvements, say, to your energy levels, to your recovery, to your performance in the gym. And in the notes section, you let us know anything. Like I went and got blacked out last night, so that is why I felt so terrible today. You need to be honest with your nutritionist so he can help you out as much as possible. He or she can help you out as much as possible and create that balanced life for you in the long run. Because we all do stuff that is going to go against our nutrition. We just need to learn how to fit in around it. The next step is tracking your protein, performance metrics, and calories. So now we're going to come in here, track your body weight, track your protein, and track your overall calories. So you're just going to input everything you're eating into that app. We're not going to get specific yet with carbs and fat. And we're going to track all this. This is going to let us know, are you gaining weight, losing weight based on the amount of calories you're eating. Now we're ensuring you're eating enough protein. We're tracking your meals so we know you're getting it from the right sources. And we're giving you feedback on everything. You're telling us what you want to eat, what you really enjoy eating, what is one of your things maybe you were trying to get out of your eating habits that we can help you change. These are all skills you can be able to learn hopefully in a couple months, and you will be able to apply the rest of your life. And after that, we are going to track everything: protein, fats, carbs, calories, and your hunger levels. This is going to let us know everything we need if you're eating the right amount of all your macronutrients, your micronutrients from tracking what you're eating in your food, and how you feel based on what's happening. So throughout this entire process, you should be able to learn how to put on 5 pounds of muscle, how to lose 5 pounds of fat, how to have balance in your meals. Say you want to eat out some days, how to adjust your eating other days around that so that you can still achieve those goals you have in the gym and with your body. And I'll show you an example of what a completed sheet looks like. I know this looks very complicated, but as you do this, say for 1 month you complete everything, then after that you'll have all the information you will need to know for the rest of your life on how to track and how to have control of your nutrition. So that's what we're trying to do. Hopefully in a couple months of you using these nutrition services, you will need everything, you will know everything you need to know, and you can move on and just apply it yourself. That is everything. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram. If you'd like to get started, fill out the training questionnaire that is on my Instagram, and let me know if you're interested in nutrition services or strength training and fitness training. Thank you guys for watching.